California is hosting the Super Bowl this weekend, and the Golden State is also home to the largest number of professional sports teams in the country. But sports betting is illegal.
That could be changing with several 2022 gambling-related ballot initiatives. Political reporter Morgan Reiner explains the two very distinct sides of this argument for us today. Joining us live, Morgan.
Carlo and Heather, one ballot proposition that has already qualified for the ballot would allow people to bet on sports on Native American lands. Another one, which is still in the process of gathering signatures in order to qualify for the ballot, would allow betting online from anywhere in the state.
These players are not risking their odds on a game of luck. Hundreds of millions of dollars will likely be invested into the sports betting proposals.
I think this is going to be record spending. This is an important issue.
Kathy Fairbanks represents the Coalition for Safe and Responsible Gaming. They wrote the measure to allow sports betting only in person on tribal land. While tribes would run it, she said the state also benefits.
It will help create jobs, and it will provide tens of millions of dollars to the state for the general fund to pay for state priorities like education and transportation.
Says the other online betting measure will require giants like DraftKings to work with the tribe in a compact approved by the legislature.
Now you've got the legislature involved in discussions between tribes, and that undermines tribal sovereignty.
Around 10% of money from the measure that includes online as well as tribal lands will go towards homelessness and mental health in California. That's hundreds of millions of dollars.
Why don't we legalize something that's already happening on the black market, that states have already legalized, and use that money to help solve homelessness?
Nathan Click is the spokesperson for the online measure.
This week, we're seeing the Super Bowl here in the state of California. Imagine if we had online sports betting, we could be generating millions in just 1 week's time to help solve homelessness. I mean, consumers love it. They want to be able to watch a game and bet.
In response to that last part that you just heard, the easy access to betting, well, Kathy Fairbanks says that studies show that when there's easy access to online betting, that leads to more addiction, which in turn leads to more homelessness. But then Nathan Click responded to that, saying that this program is already in place in 21 other states and it's successful. Now, I spoke to each of them in depth about that topic overall, and you can find more of our conversation on this on CBS8.com.
Very multifaceted, lots of benefits and some very real consequences for gambling abuse. Now, you talked about these ballot initiatives. One, I understand, isn't quite officially qualified yet.
Exactly. It's the online sports betting one that's still in the process of gathering signatures. They're about 25% of the way there. Again, it will likely qualify for the ballot, especially with all the money that's being invested in it.
All right, we'll see what happens next. Morgan Reiner reporting live from Sacramento. Morgan, thanks.